Shalom, shalom. Giving our praises to Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Basham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach this word. Salutation to the scattered Israelites across the earth, among the nations who look like the nations. Shalom. This is Brother Banaya. With this lesson, the blessing to rule the earth. So I'll start in Genesis 27 and 28. No, I'm starting. To get context, I'll start in 19. And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau thy firstborn. I have done I am Esau thy firstborn. I have done according as thou biddest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because Yahweh thy power brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, His voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. And he said, Art thou my very son Esau? He said, I am. And he said, Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him, and he did eat. And he brought him wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, Come near now, and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field, which Yahweh hath blessed. Therefore, the power give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. And he also had made serving meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise, and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn, Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Oh, where is he that hath taken venison, and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him. Yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came subtly, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servant, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. What shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay, so we'll go to the beginning of these 2 people. Genesis 25 and 25. So we'll start. Genesis 25 and 22. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hands took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Esau was 80 years old. Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. And the boys grew. Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Ay. Okay. So 2 blessings to rule the earth. Yeah. We go to 2nd Ezra. 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question. Yeah, that's about that. So it's telling you that Esau world will end and Jacob world will begin. Go to Revelation 12 and 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. Okay, so what is that talking about? Genesis 37 and 9, I think will clarify that. Hmm, 37. No, 37. Okay, 37 and okay, 37. 37 and 5. Genesis 37 and 5. And Joseph or Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. He said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaves arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood around about, and made obeisance to my sheep. And his brethren said unto him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us? Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me. And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him, and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and your mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee, to the earth? And his brethren envied him, but his father observed the saying. Okay, so you get it yet? Alright, let us go back to Revelation 12 now. And 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. You get it yet? And she being with child. Yeah? Yeah, that's the precept for it. It's always talking about the Israelites. Okay. So now we go to the other one. Revelation 12 and 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 arms, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So it's talking about the Israelite, the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi being cast to the ground in 70 AD. Yeah, when the Romans did that. Yeah. So the Romans were Edomites people, and Rome lived today, although they try to hide themselves. Same way the Israelites are scattered to the 4 winds and into all nations, the Edomites are also scattered into all nations. And they look like the nations in most cases. That's all for that one, for this one. Yehovah Hashem Yoshai, Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom.